The New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. The Giants are 4.5 favorites. Okay. I gotta say for a second. I gotta talk about this for a minute. When will the Giants ever have a good offensive line? Will that ever happen? In my lifetime, can I see the Giants have a good offensive line? Would it kill the New York Giants to figure this out? It has been 15 years since the Giants, I feel like, have had a great offensive line. And it happened here again today. Even the year they won the Super Bowl 2011, they had a bad offensive line. This team can never, ever, ever have a good offensive line. And it happened here again today. They were destroyed by the Cowboys. And yes, it's Micah Parsons, but they were destroyed by that Cowboys offensive line, or the Cowboys defensive line. This was one of the most pathetic games I've ever seen from the Giants, and I thought we were behind this. I thought, all right, the Ben McAdoo, Shermer, Joe Judge era of getting blown out, that's not going to happen anymore. And it happened here to Joe Judge, not to Joe Judge, to Brian Daboll, to someone I love and adore. I think the man, I think highly of the man. I think he's a great leader. But boy, this was an awful game, and I don't understand why Daniel Jones was out there when it's 40-0. I don't understand that at all. They looked worse than anybody. And I don't think the Giants are the worst team in the league, but nobody, even the Cardinals, did not look as bad this week as the Giants did. This was a horrendous game for the Giants. Nothing went right. One of the most pathetic games I've ever seen from the Giants. I can't believe we're paying Daniel Jones $160 million. This was bad. The blocked kick, Jones's two picks, the pick six, although that wasn't his fault. Saquon, caught it and then fumbled it right away into the hands of the Cowboys guy. Awful game. And I think the Giants will win this game because I think the Cardinals are the worst team in the league. But God, I had so many fears about the Giants heading into this game, heading into this season. And all of those fears showed up and then some in this game. All of them. And now it just makes me think the Giants it makes me think that last year was a mirage, last year was a fluke, and the Giants are going to be back to their normal Giant self here this year. I hope that doesn't happen, but I fear for my life. I fear that is going to happen. I really think that the Giants are going to suck for the rest of the way, and they're just going to struggle. But we'll see. And they have a very tough schedule. This is not a tough game, but they have a very tough schedule going forward. So I'm really concerned about this team. I think they'll win this game, but God, what an awful performance against Dallas. That was embarrassing. One of the worst games I've ever seen from the Giants, and that's saying something.